All right, the next group of picks are in, and so we're going to recap picks 43 through 53 of the second round in the 2021 NFL Draft. At pick number 43, the Raiders finally end the the skid for Trayvon Merrick, the safety out of TCU. Was shocked that he ended up being the third safety off the board. And the funniest thing about this is that I can guarantee you 80 to 90% of people out there had Trevin Merrick ranked higher than Alex Leatherwood, who the Raiders took in the first round. So if you flip them, if you say the Raiders got Merrick at 17, Leatherwood at 43, I think a lot of people would say, okay, that's a decent haul. So look at it whichever way you would like. At number 44, the Dallas Cowboys end up going with cornerback Kelvin Joseph out of Kentucky. Drew Pearson once again did point. He is absolute must-watch TV whenever he is out there. Was upset that he didn't attack anybody this year, but Kelvin Joseph, speedster, good tackler. Thought a little early. I did have mid to late second round for him, so the Chargers ended up getting someone who I had ranked much higher than him. At number 45, the Jacksonville Jaguars take frequently injured offensive tackle out of Stanford, Walker Little. They must have been okay with his injury evaluation because that's a decent investment for someone who has been injured as often as he is. But when he's been on the field, he has been really good. And so, I mean, we'll see how this works out. The Bengals at pick number 46 decide to go with Jackson Carman, the offensive tackle out of Clemson. At number 47, the Chargers. In the first round, they got one of my favorite picks when they were able to snag Rashawn Slater out of Northwestern at pick number 13. I thought Slater was clearly a top 7, 8, 9 player in this draft. Here they get Asante Samuel Jr., the cornerback out of Florida State. I have Asante Samuel Jr. as a top 35 player in this draft. So he was my excuse me. He was my cornerback number 5 in this draft. So absolutely love the value there. Another Notre Dame offensive lineman, Aaron Banks, the big guard, goes to the 49ers at pick 48. At pick 49, the Arizona Cardinals go with Rondell Moore, the speedy, awfully small. We don't see a lot of 5'7" receivers in the NFL. But Rondell Moore, once he gets that ball in his hands, he is absolutely dangerous. And I know Cliff Kingsbury is going to have a lot of plans for this kid. At pick number 50, this is where I'm going to shine a little bit. We got the New York Giants. We got my New York Giants. Hey, Dave Gettleman's having aside from the fact that I thought that they could have gone other ways with that first pick, whether or not they stuck at 11 to take either Slater or someone like a Micah Parsons. Okay, and then trading down to number 20, where I think they could have gotten someone like a Kwity Paye, someone like a Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah, who is actually still on the board here. But here at pick number 50, they had traded down. They were at number 42. The Dolphins traded up to select Liam Eichenberg. The Giants picked up a third-round pick in next year's draft. So now the Giants have multiple picks in rounds 1, 3, and 4. Yes, 1, 3, and 4. And what all we heard over the past couple weeks was that next year's picks are going to be worth a lot more than this year because you're going to have more players and more tape on these players. So I absolutely love the fact that they're loading up on picks in next year's draft. And you get Ogilari, who a lot of people had as a first-round talent. I had him as a top 25 player. I think he's going to be perfectly slotted in as an outside linebacker in Patrick Graham's 3-4 defense, where he's going to attack the quarterbacks off the edge. At pick number 51, the Washington football team decides to go with Sam Cosmi, the really big offensive lineman out of Texas. And to talk about pick number 52, who else would we bring in than Justin Brownlow, who is Mr. Cleveland for backsportspage.com. And, hey, this is a pick both of us can celebrate. At pick number 50, your Brownies get dealt one of the greater steals I can remember over the past dozen years. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah at number 52.
Yeah, I've been a little bit out of the loop, and I kind of just checked it because I wasn't expecting him to pick till 52 or 59, and yeah, I saw it, and I mean, obviously there's some question marks as to why he fell, but I mean, after getting Newsome yesterday and then being able to get probably one of the top 3 playmakers in the second level you can get in the draft, I mean, it's incredible. This one just really fell to Andrew Berry, but good on him and going up to get the guy they wanted. And yeah, I usually I'm like loving the Browns in their draft because we picked a quarterback or something. But what Andrew Berry's been able to do with, I mean, having Newsome fall and then Owusu-Koramoah fall to them, I mean, he is just he adds a completely another dimension to a linebacking crew who is very old and inexperienced, but also to a secondary crew if they want to move. I mean, the packages the Browns are going to be able to show on defense with Grant Delpit, Ronnie Harrison, Owusu-Koramoah, John Johnson, Denzel Ward, and Troy Hill, and maybe Greedy Williams. I mean, it's easily the best pickup in the second round so far. I was shocked he didn't go right away to the Jets or whoever, but I mean, huge pick for them. Like I said, it adds a whole new dimension to a defense that Andrew Berry was already adding dimensions to. So, yeah, I love the pick. It was good. No matter what they had to give up for it, it was good to get up and get what I mean has to be in most experts. I mean, a first round grade, if not a high first round grade.
Yeah, and I know that he did play some middle linebacker at Notre Dame. I don't see him playing a whole lot of Mike in the NFL. I think he's going to be a really good Sam linebacker. He's going to be a nickel corner, and he's going to be a strong safety. He can do all 3 of that. He's the most versatile defender in the draft, and the Browns, who picked at number 26, ended up with 2 top 20 players in this draft.
Yeah, it's like I said, Andrew Berry got lucky in the way it fell, but I can't even begin to just wrap my head around, like I said, the packages they're going to be able to run and the exotic blitzes they're going to be able to run as well. Like it was a huge pick. I know he's a little undersized, but that doesn't seem for guys who want just have a nose for the ball, like Tyrann Mathieu, he's exactly like that. They can use him as a linebacker. They signed Anthony Walker to play the Mike, I assume, and then Taki can fill in somewhere on the outside. But you can play Owusu-Koramoah, like you said, in a strong safety position. I mean, the biggest question mark heading into the draft was the secondary, and even into the offseason was the secondary. And now it might be one of the best in the entire NFL, if not first, second, or third. So I can't believe it felt like that. I thought for sure the way Zaven Collins got drafted at 16 by the Cardinals, I thought for sure Owusu-Koramoah, like they were going to go back to back to back, and then he lasted. And then, like I said, I thought when I saw the Jets picked Elijah Moore, well, Tom is I don't know if you had him on yet. He is very heated about that. Yeah. So just the way it fell, it's crazy.
We saw Micah Parsons go at 12, Zaven Collins go at 16, Jamin Davis go at 19. I think everyone was just assuming JOK was going to be right behind them because most people had him ranked ahead of Collins and Davis. But I mean, bravo.
I mean, like we said, I mean, when it went off, and of course, especially when Jamin Davis went 19, I was obviously like at the point, like hoping that the corner would fall to them. And then as a second option, Owusu-Koramoah, and even Tom had texted me last night, say which one you want, and I said Newsome for right now. But like I said, just the versatility that he brings to a defense is nothing short of. It's gonna be fun just covering spring or summer minicamp and everything, just to see what they can all do with all these guys. So
it would not surprise me. It would not surprise me that if when they were on the clock at number 26, if they were having an internal discussion between Greg Newsome and Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
I mean, it would not shock me at all if that was who it came down to, those two. And I know people came into today. Somebody mocked Barmore to them, and I was like, that's going to be incredible for them. I'm not high on Barmore. I think his personality and his off-field issues might be a little bigger than they seem. But
he's a prototypical Patriot pick, though. I mean, tell me he doesn't feel like a Patriot.
It's exactly right. But like I said, I mean, it must be just so fun to be Joe Woods, the defensive coordinator this year, as he just sat on the sideline. They bring Kevin Stefanski said it, but I mean, they bring back every coach on their staff, and it must be so fun to be Joe Woods, to just be like, oh, Andrew Berry got John Johnson for me. Oh, we got Troy Hill. We have Grant Delpit coming back next year. Like I said, it's been an incredible 2 days, and it really opens. I would say the only other real need they need to address at some point would be the interior defensive line, because I would hope with Owusu-Koramoah, Tack McKinley, Jadeveon Clowney, I'm hoping that they can find something there. So it really opens up the rest of the draft. I mean, the next round they have two. What did they give up? Do you know what the trade was to trade up for it?
A fourth.
So I mean. So that's insane, and now they have 2 picks still tonight in the third round, I believe, 89 and 91. So I mean, say one of the receivers falls to them, they have the cushion to take the best player available whenever that comes, for the most part. Like I said, I think they'll add a receiver at some point. They have to look at defensive line, and other than that, you just got to add depth to whatever else you can add depth to, because I never thought I would come to the point where I'm saying that they're a real championship contender, but I think they're one of the top 3 threats in the AFC.
Okay, so they gave up 89, but they also got 113. So they gave up 59 and 89, got back 52 and 113.
Okay, yeah, and that's fine then, because I think they still have 91 then in the third round.
Yes, they do.
So I mean, you even look at that, you're just like, whoever falls to you. But yeah, it's been a great offseason. It's going so well that it has to come to a crashing halt at some point. So I'm waiting for that news that Baker Mayfield hurts his ACL in a practice or something. I mean, I really hope not. I really hope it all comes together. But what they've been able to do with, I think they have the most versatile secondary in the NFL now. So
it's without a doubt, and it's funny, the Giants aren't too far behind. We've got with all of our weapons. I'm really happy. This is why I love the draft. All right, Justin. Well, thanks for hopping on. We are going. Oh,
Absolutely.
and also at number 53 to wrap up the next group, the Tennessee Titans did take Dylan Radins out of North Dakota State, the offensive tackle, who I thought was severely underrated. I thought he could have easily gone in the top 40.
Yeah, when I
All
was
right, so
covering a lot of
that
the
yeah,
FCS.
yeah, go
Oh,
go.
I was gonna say Ray Duns. I kind of did look up on him and Trey Lance when I talked to one of the FCS media guys. His name's why can't I think of his name right now? Craig Haley, and he said that yeah, Trey Lance was probably better coming out than Carson Wentz, but he said also that Ray Duns is the real deal, and he could possibly play every position on the line except for center, really. So that's a good pickup. I mean, who drafted Tevin Jenkins? I guess I got to ask that.
Washington.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Was it?
mean, I thought Tevin Jenkins was
Uh,
going to.
no, Chicago. I'm sorry. Washington took Sam Cosmi. Chicago actually traded up again to take Tevin Jenkins. So they only now have a fifth and sixth round pick left in their in their draft. But yeah,
I
they
mean,
traded up to 39 to take Tevin Jenkins.
I guess if you're going to want to come out of one draft and you're looking for offense, I guess you can't ask for more than a left tackle and
Justin
the quarterback.
and a quarterback, right?
So, yeah, but thanks for having me on, man. Like I said, this is turning out. It's going to turn out to be too good to be true. Something's going to happen, but right now, it's crazy to be a Browns fan. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. And like I said, thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
In your lifetime, it's got to be the most exciting time to be a Browns fan.
It's by far the most excited I've been for any Cleveland team. I know the Cavs won in 16, but the world won't know what to do if Cleveland wins a Super Bowl. I mean, they want to talk about like the river burning up, the Cuyahoga River burning up, Lake Erie will burn up. So I just hopefully that will come. But like I said, thanks for having me on, and I think we so far are both pretty happy with our draft so far. So hopefully it keeps up. And
I am. All right.
So thanks, Ryan.
Yep. Absolutely. Thank you, Joseph, for hopping on. Make sure you are subscribing to Backsports page on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope. Get the notifications when we do go live.